Hello everyone, welcome to another week of Midweek Motivation. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. My name is Rochelle Clooney, also known as Shelly, and in this video I'm going to be talking about releasing negativity. Alright, so before we begin, just want to ask you to like, share, subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, I'll get back to you. And just want to say a big thank you to everybody who have been watching the video, who have been making comments, sharing, subscribing, and just sending a lot of positive energy. So thank you all, and enough love. All right, so let us begin. So the first thing that you want to pay attention to and you want to release or get rid of is negative media. So the news is the number one culprit. When you sit and you ingest or you take in all negativity from watching news, especially if it's in the evening before you go to bed, that's like drinking a small amount of poison every day, and eventually you're gonna see the effect. News has a lot of negativity, a lot of crimes, bad things happening to people, and when you sit and you ingest that every day, it affects your mood, which will affect what you attract. Because if you're listening to a lot of negativity, it's like you're gonna be repelling that as well. So you're gonna be attracting a lot of negative energy, a lot of negativity in your life, because that's what you're feeding into your subconscious every day. The other thing is music, that I talk a lot about that. Negative music, like the raps that are talking about killing, talking badly about women, calling women the B word, all of those things. You have to be careful of that as well. Social media is another big one, especially at nights when you're feeding, you like reading everything. Even if you're not reading it, the fact that you're scrolling down and you're being exposed to a lot of negativity, that is also not good for you. So one practice that you can do, and it's something that I'm trying to work on as well, is to not pick up your phone, not go on social media for an hour before you go to bed. Because when you take in all of that negative stuff and you go to bed, then it's really bad for you. Social media, limit the number of time you're on social media, unless you're a creator, unless you're putting out content. I'd advise that you limit it, because that's another thing that takes up a lot of people's time. And sometimes you're on the phone scrolling, by the time you look, you realize 2 hours, 3 hours, even 5 hours have passed, and you haven't accomplished anything because you're just there scrolling. All right, number 2 is negative people. So your friends and even family, unfortunately, can be negative. So you have to be careful of what they're saying to you, what you're talking about, all of those things, the energy that they're bringing in your space. If it's that you live with somebody who is negative, it's not like I'm telling you to move out unless you have somewhere else to go. But limit your time. Try to stay in your space. Try to cut down the number of time that you spend with these people, because it will affect your energy. All right. And negative self-talk is another big one. If you're talking negatively to yourself, about yourself, that's a big no-no. So if it's something that you realize that you're doing, pay attention to it. And each time you're about to say something negative about yourself, just stop. Okay? All right. And the last one is negative talk about others. So gossiping. And that's a major one. Gossiping is basically you saying something bad about somebody behind their back. If you're saying good, that's fine. Continue sending out the love and pushing positivity. But if it's something bad, if it's complaining about another person and they're not there, that's negativity. So stop. Just stop. Each time you realize you're gonna say something bad about somebody, you just stop. And it's easier said than done, but it's practice. It takes practice. Everything that I'm talking about takes practice. Practice becomes permanent, and some people would say perfect. So pay attention to these 4 things: negative media, negative people, negative self-talk, and negative talk about others behind their back, aka gossiping. All of these things affect your vibration, it affect how you attract things into your life. If you're constantly around negativity, then you realize that you have a lot of negativity in your life, and it's a reflection of what you're taking into your subconscious. All right, 2 things. So how can you improve on the things that you're exposing yourself to? So that's one. So that's what I wanted to focus on throughout the week. What can I do to improve my personal space? And number 2, have you ever given up something that was negative and it helped you tremendously? Would you like to share it with the group, share it with us, and see how we can apply that to our life and to improve? And just focus on your growth, focus on you, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. And as I've always said, if you need assistance with that, you can inbox me, send me a message, and I'm willing to assist you in any way I can. All right, have a great week. Enough love. Mwah.